to declutter your life? Are you feeling the heaviness of everything going on in the world, whether that be your social media, whether that be everything going on in Ukraine, the inflation, gas prices, everything going on here in the US? Are you feeling the heaviness of everything in your life? And is it time to declutter? That is what I'm talking about today, decluttering your life. Hi there, I'm Gina Ramirez. I am a licensed therapist, but I'm also a certified health coach, and I talk everything wellness from the mind, the body, and the behavior. And March is all about decluttering, whether that be getting into your closets, your bathroom, your kitchen. Now I just want to talk about the totality of your life today. So every Monday I drop a new video on here. Hit subscribe and like this video so that you're sure to not miss one that comes out every week. And today, again, I'm giving you the 4 ways, right? 4 ways to declutter your life. And number 1 is vampires. I wrote them down so that I wouldn't forget. So if you see me looking down, that's why. The vampires in your life. Decluttering is not just reorganizing, it's actually getting rid of the stuff that is in your life that's causing you problems or that you find piling up. The stuff that you just need to get rid of. And vampires is one of them. If you recognize that there are people in your life who take, and you meet with them or you get on the phone with them and you feel completely drained after that conversation, they're just taking up so much time and energy from you, it's time to get rid of those people. Now, I know that there are people in your life who maybe are related to you and you cannot leave them for whatever reason, right? So then we limit the time that we spend with them. Be really strategic in picking up the phone, right? If you are not feeling up to it, don't. You have the ability to say no, right? We just have to get really good at boundaries when we talk about the vampires in our life. So that's tip number 1. Notice your boundaries, notice the people in your life, and who do you need to limit. Number 2 is electronics. Like I said, there's a lot going on in our world right now, and it's causing us to feel heavy. So I just want you to do a little check-in with me right now. How are you feeling? Are you feeling the heaviness of everything going on in the world? Are you feeling anxiety, whether that's here for your own life or things going on across the world, let's say in Ukraine, where things are really tumultuous? So how are you feeling right now? And if you are feeling that heaviness or anxiousness, I want you to consider limiting the time that you spend on social media, the time that you spend taking stuff in. We are right now starting this declutter challenge in my Facebook chat group. So we're taking it out of the group, putting it into a chat declutter challenge all week long. And I'm starting with my email list because having 3 different emails means I get a lot of input, right? A lot of things coming in, and I don't necessarily have time or energy to read every single one. So I'm going through today, unsubscribing from lists, getting rid of some of the things that I don't need anymore, some of the emails that have continued to come in. I'm that type of person that's got 20,000 unopened emails. I hope that's not you. But if it is, I feel you, friend. I'm right there with you. So get into your emails, start deleting, start unsubscribing. I'm doing that for my own list as well, as I send out a love letter to you guys every week if you were subscribed to my list. So if you haven't responded or opened to an email in a really long time, know that you might be off my list. I love you, but if you're not opening, I'm cutting you out of the list. Number 3 is time. Really look at your schedule. What do you need to be doing within your day? How are you scheduling your day, and where can you cut back? A lot of times we take on so much thinking that, oh, this isn't going to take too much time, or that's not going to take too much time, or this looks fantastic on my resume, or this would be really good for growth and improvement. And while that may be so, you already have a bunch of stuff on your to-do list, right? You already have a full schedule, and adding more to that schedule isn't going to help. We actually need downtime and white space. I know that doesn't sound like what a health coach should be telling you, right? You should be out there doing all the things, healthy stuff. But I'm going to tell you the opposite right now. I want you to back that train up and look at the places where you can cut out some of your responsibilities to create some white space for rest, because you also need to rest. We're only as strong as we know how to relax. So I want you to think about, what are we taking on? What does my schedule look like? Revamp the schedule so that you're creating more time for yourself. Tip number 4, and the last one I'm going to talk about, is to organize your home around your life. So if you've got a home that doesn't necessarily flow well, you've got lots of stacks of stuff everywhere, lots of things that are creating clutter in your life, I want you to rethink your organization process. For example, if you use a lot of things on a regular basis in the kitchen, like for us, we make a lot of protein shakes, right? A lot of protein shakes. So that stuff to make the shake is in reach, like real reach. It's out on the counter. The Vitamix stays out on the counter. For example, on the opposite end of that spectrum, I hardly make pastries. That huge pastry maker, whatever it is, mixer, KitchenAid mixer, big thing, is under the counter because I don't use it very often. So organize your kitchen, your life, your house, the way that your life flows, the things that you use often. Same with shoes. Are you a shoe house or a no shoe house? We are a no shoe house for most of the house. I know that sounds strange, but the places where there's no shoes, right? We have a place to put those shoes so that they're not just scattered about everywhere. So have some organization to your house based on how you live. I know, I know that can be a little bit confusing, but just kind of think about what's my flow? Do you have a place for your mail? Then put it there. Don't stack up mail all over the house, right? That's not helpful. It creates more clutter. So think about ways that you can streamline the process. Now, anytime I give you tips, what I don't want to happen is that you get overwhelmed by all the tips I'm giving you. So here's what I want you to think about. What's one or two things that I just said today that really resonate with you, that you're thinking, ooh, yeah, I'm going to need to do that. I'm going to need to get in my email and start unsubscribing. Or I'm really going to need to cut back time with that friend who really sucks my energy. So think about the things that resonated with you today in these top 4 and work on just one. Work on one of those this March. I want you guys to begin to start thinking about decluttering your life to create room, right? To create room to breathe, to create room to feel more expansive and abundant and be open. So that's it for today, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with me here on YouTube. If you liked it, please subscribe, hit that like button so you don't miss a video that comes out every week.